What's the idea about real Lorenzo? What's inside of you?
Well, I think hopefully you are picked as an actor because there's something that people see in you that sometimes you don't see yourself, but that other people see it and they hold on to and they say, well, this represents something. So for whatever reason, I don't know why, but these people said there's something about me that gives something of what they want to say of Lorenzo. Then I come in and I learn about him and I try and understand it, and I've never had a character by which I understood so much of his actions. I wish I was like him, I wish I was that thing. So it's a pleasure to come and work and do that because you're playing an idealized version of you. If I really was more pragmatic, then maybe I would do the things that Lorenzo has done, but I understand his thought process because I think what he did and his championing of art is something I believe in very strongly.
Oh, I just joke with you about handsome. You are too ready. Okay, you are very happy to change this person. You say very famous about Teen Wolf, etc. But now you stay in a different production. This is good for you, for an actor.
Yeah, I don't think you ever get caught in any. The second that you think you've achieved something or you've done something, I think you got to move on. You can't ever stay in one place. And I don't think it's an actor's job to be worried about what you look like or you're lucky enough to do service to the art form. It's just to work and work and work, and so hopefully you keep being vulnerable, you keep being open, you keep doing things, and you keep exploring and you keep pushing the boundaries of what you can do, and that's all you can really hope for.
And your work to entering inside the role of Lorenzo. You come in Toscana for 2 weeks, completely alone.
I do. Sorry.
Please don't die.
Yeah. It's not Sean Bean.
No, exactly. I think it sounds more dramatic than it really is. Actually, it's just spending time by yourself. It's a meditation. It's a way of clearing something. I know I was playing a character that was very different before that. I had to clear that, and I wanted to be here and to feel it. And I don't know if it makes any difference. I don't know if it does anything particularly different to you, but I think there's something important about clearing something out of you and sitting in something, and then you can begin to work, and then you can begin to kind of explore. But so those weeks were necessary for me, but I don't think they were particularly profound. They're just what I was doing at the time. So.
But did you have a physical preparation for the role because of the fights at the beginning?
Yeah, I have physical preparation for those things, except now, this next season, I have far more physical things because I start to get very old, and so that's this season that I'm filming now is far more preparation in terms of the work and the idea of playing something that's older than you, and that the dexterity of his movement and all of that stuff. So the last time it was less preparation. This time it's a lot more.
This is classic question. We are working with Sean Bean, the star of Game of Thrones. Do you watch? Do you like Game of Thrones?
Of course, I've watched.
But work with Sean?
Sean's a hero of mine. He has been since I was a kid. So I watched him when I was a very little kid, and he's a hero. So working with anybody like that is kind of surreal because you never really believe you'll work with some people that you've seen as a kid. So it's hard. It's hard to hate him when he's Sean Bean, but you kind of forget that, and you get in there, and suddenly it becomes very different. But the thing about Sean is he can play so beautifully. So you end up forgetting all of that, and you just play, and that's why he's Sean Bean,
And the best things you love in Italy?
Lucio Dalla. Lucio Dalla, sì. Yeah, sì.
Sing a song.
No. If I start singing, you'll all die, and then I'll be like... No. All the windows will break. It'll be bad news. No, I love Lucio Dalla. I listen to. I've become very fascinated by Italian pop music. So yeah, I think he's brilliant.
The last question, but do you have realized that Lorenzo Il Magnifico is the start of a modern era? Is it real? Is it history? Is it true?
Modern superhero. Like I'm staggered that this story has not been told over and over and over again, because to me, every time I read it, every time I listen, I can't believe that he isn't, known across the world, because his story is wonderful, and I hope this series gets to tell that story. Thank you guys.